Great. And here we go, today's live show. Now is the new later. Today's steps, tomorrow's success. Imagine if every dream you had, every goal you envisaged could start becoming a reality right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but at this very moment. Sounds good, right? Well, today's call is going to be all about how to get truly inspired and how to get started, to create momentum, to break down intentions into those manageable steps and reduce the mental load of those bigger, such daunting tasks now, not later. Okay, so welcome everyone to the Uncover the True You show. I'm your host, Helen Barton, and today we're diving into this truly transformative topic, specifically talking about procrastination. Now is the new later. How does that title sound to you? Yes, impactful, and it will be. Stay tuned. Okay, we've all been there, right? To see right now as the perfect time to act. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, procrastination is often tied to a disconnect between our present actions and envisaged future rewards. In other words, people tend to procrastinate when they can't see the immediate benefits of their current actions, and they can only see the rewards far into the future. This disconnect really makes it difficult for us to stay motivated and take action and get stuff done, right? For example, imagine a university student who has a final exam in, let's say a couple of months. The exam's crucial for his future career, of course it is, but to get a decent grade, he needs to study a thick textbook. Remember those big, thick textbooks? And do an amazing number of practice sessions, solve problems, dive into that particular subject. And it can feel absolutely overwhelming and tedious. So his or her present actions are to study every day and to complete his tasks, regularly to get there and to understand what he's learning. Their future rewards would be scoring well on a final exam, graduating with honors, and securing a good job. So she or he understands the importance of the exam, but struggles to start studying because the rewards, a good exam score, graduation, or a fantastic job, are far off, way into the distant future. The immediate action, studying, feels like a burden with no visible immediate benefits, leading to procrastination. The disconnect is the effort required now doesn't provide that instant gratification, and the rewards are distant and abstracts, making it hard for, let's call him or her Pat, and then we don't have to go with the him and her again, Pat to stay motivated in the present. So to overcome this, Pat can try to break down the studied material into smaller, manageable tasks and setting small, short-term goals, like completing, for example, 1 chapter a day. That would go with writing a book too. And by doing this, Pat creates mini rewards and a sense of achievement along the way, making it easier to stay motivated and take consistent action. For example, starting this call today, I was in a tiz-was with the live and sorting things out, but now I'm calming down, so I'm going to stay motivated. I see the reward, I see what I need to do, and here we go into this amazing, insightful subject of procrastination. This example of the university student, it shows how procrastination can result from the gap between the immediate effort required and the distant rewards over there, and how addressing this gap will stop, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, mañana, maybe I'll put it off for another time. And we've all done that. So the key to overcoming putting things off, doing things later, procrastination, is to completely shift our perspective by focusing on what we can do today to get to our goals, no matter how small. And once we realize that, we can start by bridging that gap, drawing it closer together. So let's take a moment and think about this. Why do we wait for that right moment? We've all done it. Me, I can think of many. Research shows that procrastination is often linked to fear, lack of clarity. We need to know what we need to do and how we need to do it. Or, of course, feeling fear, overwhelm, anxiety about what we're intending to do. So whether it's your career, home life, relationships, friendships, self-care, health, or even wealth, we need to explore important practical self-discovery steps to jumpstart our desired profound changes and align our lives with our deepest values and aspirations. The solution is to consciously understand yourself, to know who you are. Who is Helen? What do I want? Where am I going? Why am I doing this? Clear decision-making and understanding. Really knowing our next steps and making sure that they're not overwhelming and huge steps forward, but small, accumulative shortening of the distance to where we're going. And hopefully enjoy it along the way too. So knowing our core values, core strengths, and the vision for the future is really imperative. But when you pause to realign with your authentic self, check in with who you want to be and how you want to be and how you want to behave. Taking action then becomes more natural and rewarding and more fun. Our core values are the fundamental beliefs, what's important to us, and they guide our behaviors and desires. They're the essence of who we are and what we stand for. When those actions, the actions that we're deciding on, align with our values, we experience far greater fulfillment and motivation in almost everything we do. We switch to being naturally positive and more vitally alive. Okay, we have that energy and intention, and it's much more positive and a much more enjoyable life to have. You may be thinking, okay, but how do I find out what my personal values are? Logical question. Perhaps you are in the space where you know your values, but for those who are not there or not quite with it to date, because they haven't looked into this very deeply, didn't realize it matters so much, by consciously investigating and understanding what triggers a strong emotional response in you, that's how you find your values. Both positive examples and negative ones, the highs of your life and the lows of your life. Reflecting on these emotional moments, because when you have those memories, it's because they were an emotional memory, right? We don't remember things that don't feel and don't have a reaction normally. So emotional moments when you feel most alive and authentic, okay? What core values showed up during those experiences? As I've said in previous calls, when you write them down, meditate on them, make notes of them, remember them with emotion, then you can reflect back and look at those times. And also we can think about them as our life continues and remember those and check in with how we're reacting and what responses we're giving. And that brings out who you are. Think about moments when you felt or feel truly happy, fulfilled, proud of yourself or proud of someone else. What was happening during those times? What values were being honored? Were you feeling empathy if it was a low impactful event? Were you feeling joy because you saw the snow for the first time? There are many people who post about things like that. It's incredible. We're all so in different places, in different spaces in our lives. And it's so wonderful to have that gratitude that we have seen the snow, right? For instance, if you felt proud after helping a friend in need, and generosity would come up there, it would be a key value for you, right? If you were kind, you were generous, or someone's generous to you. You're thinking how generous someone is because they helped you in a difficult moment. Consider times when you felt frustrated, upset, or disappointed. What was happening? What values were being violated or ignored? For example, if you felt angry when someone lied to you, honesty might be a significant value to you. Trust, trustworthiness, honesty, truth. Look for patterns in your experiences. What themes or values constantly appear? It can help you pinpoint what truly matters to you. If you have some occurrence that just happens and thinks, oh, I must have a value of so-and-so. No, it's when it repetitively happens and you feel emotionally involved. Our reactions clearly highlight our core values, and once identified, as I said, write them down, keep them visible as a constant reminder to align your actions with your personal values every single day. And that's how we uncover who we are. Let's take a look at our day-to-day. Most of us spend a significant portion of our lives working, yeah? So it's crucial to make sure that our careers align with our true purpose in life, our core values and our passion, our life vision. Find those, discover those. That's what self-discovery is all about. And once you have those, ensure that you keep them aligned and constant, and you act accordingly to who you wish to be, not who you are changing from. Because when you uncover certain aspects, for example, I find myself judging people sometimes. So I consciously, when I think something about someone or see something I don't like, I come back, center myself and think, what am I saying? I don't know what that person's feeling right now, what circumstances that particular event over there is caused by, etc. So I'm stopping that undesired trait. So it's not a value, it's not something that's important to me, as in positivity. It's something that really is to be aligned and worked on to make me a better person. And I'm growing all the time, as we all are. So there we are. A Gallup poll found that 85% of people worldwide are on automatic pilot and consequently disengaged at work. And that often stems from misalignment between personal values and job roles. We spoke about when you're in a car and you arrive at your destination and you've been so busy thinking about something or talking to someone in the car with you that you don't remember when you get there because you are on automatic pilot. It's something that you do pilot. You do something habitually and it becomes a normal response of the body, and you can be somewhere else with your mind. So I didn't explain that very well. We'll get back to that. So let's begin by evaluating your current job. Does it align with your values? If not, what changes can you make? Do you want new responsibilities, additional training, or are you considering career change? Don't be afraid to discuss your values and aspirations with your employer and co-workers. Many companies are waking up to the fact also that when they're willing to accommodate employees who take the initiative to align their roles with their personal strengths and values, it helps with both employees and employee and client retention. It's creativity also and productivity, not forgetting the resultant job satisfaction. It's very beneficial when you are employed by a company who has their mission statement, their vision statement, and they have their company values written out in all their company documentation. And they are looking for employees who have similar values. They're aligned with the purpose of the company. And that way, as I said before, is better client retention and really a better fit for both employee and employer. And what about home life? Thinking about home life, right? Home life. How can we create an environment that nurtures our true selves? So your surroundings, you have the surroundings at work, we've just spoken about, now surroundings at home. A study by the Environmental Protection Agency said they confirmed that improving our family connections and living environment can significantly enhance mental health and productivity. We're happier, we're healthier. Our home should be sanctuaries, our safe place where we can reflect our values and support each other's well-being, right? Again, on to friendships and relationships that I spoke about last week. So at home in your space, start by decluttering your space. Remove stuff that doesn't serve a purpose to you anymore or doesn't make you smile anymore. Keep that stuff that makes you happy. I have a plaque out in the garden. It's a beautiful sign. And just because I've mentioned it, I can't remember now. Something about being happy in the garden makes you smile. Introduce elements into your life that reflect your values. You can buy nowadays online in certain departments or in these shops in the malls, a little smile sticker, and it says smile with a smiley face. Pop it somewhere so when you wake up in the morning or in the bathroom and it makes you remember to be positive in the morning. Surround yourself with elements that reflect your personal values, like family pictures, pet photos, meaningful artwork, or plants that promote tranquility. I've got a lily pad here, a cactus, lily pad cactus with a pretty bird. So, my happy place, nature garden. Create a routine also that supports your values. It's crucial. So be surrounded by a really happy atmosphere as much as you can. And also look at what you're doing all day, okay? If family time is important to you, then designate specific times for family activities. If you value personal growth, then create a special place for quiet reading and meditation, contemplation, reflection on how you're doing, what you need to do today, what you tomorrow, etc. Looking back and congratulating yourself for what you did well today. And sorting out everything in your mind. Take time to be with you and really reflect on where you are and what you're doing. Last week, we spoke about relationships, as I just mentioned. Strong, supportive relationships are vital for happiness and well-being. So strong relationships have been proved by Harvard University to be the most significant predictor of long-term happiness and health. Evaluate your current relationships. Are they supportive and aligned with your values? If not, consider investing more time in connections that uplift you and inspire you. Don't be afraid to set boundaries with relationships that perhaps drain your energy. We've all felt that when we've been with a friend and they leave or you leave and you go, oh, get out of that energy. Get back to the positivity. Cultivate ones that align with your self-truth, who you are. Excuse me. Being proactive in making new connections. Join groups or communities that share your interests and values. Authentic connections are built on shared experience and mutual respect. So think about that one. Groups, communities, associations. Perhaps you have a specific charity that you donate to. Perhaps you go and help. Maybe you go to the retirement homes and talk to people who are lonely because they have no one to visit them. Think about other people who are doing the same, who feel the same, have the same core values, the same strengths as you do, compassion perhaps in this case, understanding, empathy, connection. And really it just helps you so much to live who you are, because then you're far more happier and content. So my question is, how do you feel today? Let's look at how you're taking care of yourself. Taking care of ourselves is so important. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, self-care activities reduce overall stress and anxiety, improve our mood, and enhance our overall well-being. So taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Choose self-care activities that resonate with you. Anything from exercise to healthy eating to hobbies and relaxation techniques. Schedule your chosen habits into your day, just like any other important appointment. I do that. It works for me. Give it a go. We have all these special apps and other alternatives, journals, diaries. Do what does best with you, what works best for you. I just find that putting it up on my schedule in my Google really works. I've tried everything else. Occasionally, obviously, we write other things down, journal, but as a reminder and to set an alarm, we have alarms nowadays on our phones everywhere we wish, set a reminder. And then you can put the anxiety away, the stress away, because you know you're not going to forget it, right? Mindfulness practices, meditation, journaling, also, as we said, can be incredibly useful and impactful. They help us stay present, connected, making it easier to identify and take action on what intended goal we need to take action on, get things done. Our physical and mental health both have profound effect on overall quality of life. Now is the time to ensure we're taking the best care of our bodies, not later. Regular physical activity we spoke about, a balanced diet and adequate sleep are the cornerstones of good health. If you struggle to stick to good habits, start small with short bursts of activity at first. Use the stairs instead of the elevator, or the lift as you want to call it. Commit to a gym membership. Go, now not later. Many people commit and don't go. I used to have a gym, Studio One in Fuengirola, and we had far more members than people who actually use the gym. And it happens in many, many gyms. Or go for a walk during lunch breaks. Yeah. Going back to the gym, it's not that people just stop. It's because they keep updating the membership and saying they will go, they will go. So what do they say? You can't repeat something over and over again. It won't have a different result. Yes, that's it. So remember to ensure that you take action on it, because that will start the habitual daily habit and keep you going. Okay. Did I say go for a walk during lunch breaks? I think I did. I've got a note here. Okay, whatever your energetic pursuits are, take a look at what you're actually doing and boost your intention to make it fun and intentional. Yeah. How about current food choices? Are you there yet? Oh, what we've done with food all our years, right? Tried this one, tried that one, stopped this, started that. Oh, that sounds like a good one. My friend did this and she got results. Whatever you're looking for, whether it's putting on weight, losing weight, muscling up, many, many things. That's a whole new subject, and I'll do a whole live show on health soon. Remember that food is important, taking care of healthy ingredients one meal at a time. Vegetables, fruit, beans, pulses, nuts, seeds, water, hydration, Celtic salt, not table salt. Table salt's bleached. Celtic salt is the best. Anyway, that's another subject. I'm digressing. And so food, our sleep. Yes, let's not forget our nightly rest and recuperation. It's far more important than most people realize to establish a consistent sleep routine. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise, no? Also, they say go to bed with the dark and get up with the light. That's difficult in the summer because the lights get shorter, but very, very interesting to try these things. Have a dark room, switch off all the electronics, switch off the Wi-Fi at night if you can. Don't sleep with the phone next to you. All these disturbances, distractions. For fascinating insights in sleep, I highly recommend a book by Matthew Walker, Why We Sleep, a fascinating book. It's packed full of really valuable motivational information. And what else is essential? What about monetary wealth? It's like oxygen these days, unfortunately. Unfortunately, financial well-being is also a high priority aspect of living a fulfilled life these days. So how can we align our financial habits with our values and goals? A report by the National Financial Capability Study found that individuals who plan their finances are far more likely to feel financially secure, less stressed, and more content due to the added choice flexibility in their lives. Being, what would we say, away from the worry of a difficult financial situation really gives us more flexibility. That's true. But there are many, many things more important than money, right? So let's concentrate on those also. But it is important to start creating a budget that reflects your values and priorities. Allocate funds to areas that matter most to you, whether it's saving for the future, investing in experiences, or supporting causes you care about. Set clear financial goals, break them into manageable steps, and check your progress regularly. Always check your progress. Many people are buying silver and gold coins right now because of present world uncertainties, just in case. A lot's going on, but always reflect and arrange your finances. I was going to say the word, I'm looking for something else. If you have an accountant, then it's easier, but arrange or plan is better to say. Plan well so that you don't come to those bit bumps in the road, as least as possible anyway. Okay, so let's talk about being conscious of what opportunities we have, right? When you know who you truly are, your inner you, your authentic you, we have far more clarity in decision making. That you know what you want and you're conscious of your possibilities. What I'm saying here is that when we stay open and curious and regularly reflect on our goals, when we're willing to adapt and explore new paths, networking and continuous learning can also open doors to unexpected opportunities. So there was a study, I think it was Stanford University, that found that people who practice mindfulness and self-awareness are far more likely to notice and take advantage of new opportunities. So always be open to new opportunities and possibilities. And when you know your core strengths, then you have that far clearer because you know what you're good at. So it brings to mind what you can do and what will succeed far more than something else, okay? Or what you know something about because it's your passion and you would love to do, so that you can direct yourself to those resources to learn more about it and become expert in that field. It's important really to always to stay positive and resilient. So being resilient to get to where you want to be. Not every opportunity will lead to success, of course, but every experience provides valuable lessons. Wow, there have been so many different aspects about changing ourselves, right? To kick procrastination out of the way. I'd like to ask you some questions for you to ponder on, and get in touch with me if you want to talk about it more or you want to share them with everyone. Based on what we've discussed today and about bridging the gap between the present actions and future rewards that we spoke about at the beginning, what one small step do you think you can take in the next 24 hours towards a long-term goal you've been holding back on, putting off, leaving for tomorrow, procrastinating on? Think about that one. And how do you plan to hold yourself accountable for doing that step, this step? What is going to make the difference so that you get this done now and not later? Procrastination, as we've said, is often due to fear or feeling overwhelmed. So one more question, what is that fear or obstacle that typically causes you to procrastinate? And in the same vein, how can breaking down your goal into smaller, manageable tasks help you to overcome that barrier and take action now? We're talking about take one small action at a time. And we talked about aligning the importance to our core values and strengths. I'd love you to share with me an example of a recent decision or action that reflected your inner true you, what's important to you, one of your core values. And maybe another question squeezed in here, How did it impact your motivation and overall sense of success and fulfillment? Think about that. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today, from aligning your career with core values to enhancing your home life, building strong relationships, prioritizing your self-care, improving your health and wellness, achieving financial well-being, and of course, embracing new opportunities and being able to be aware of those opportunities and possibilities. Remember, the key to unlocking your true potential lies in taking action now. If there's anything you take from this today, just please keep the word now up here. By understanding your core values, setting clear goals, and making informed, intentional choices, we can really take impactful action to transform our lives and influence and help other people too. This has a rebound effect, a ripple effect for other people, which is absolutely fantastic. So transforming lives into ones we truly enjoy and also affect, as I said, those we love. The journey of self-discovery and action is ongoing. So stay committed, stay mindful, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Self-belief is so critical. Each small step you take today contributes to your success tomorrow. So if you're having problems with self-belief, accomplish something today. Pat yourself on the back that you did it, you achieved it, and then it'll contribute to tomorrow because you learned something new and you had more inspiration and motivation to continue with what you're aspiring to do and to be who you're aspiring to be. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. I hope you feel more inspired and empowered to move forwards and make the most of every moment of your precious life. I'd like to leave you with this thought-provoking sentence. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams and take action to make them a reality starting now. That's it for today's episode of the Uncover the True You show. Until next time, stay true to yourself, take action, and remember that now is the new later. I hope you're not too sick of me repeating that, but I really want to ingrain it into our minds and our memories now, not tomorrow. Next week on Thursday, the 30th of May next, we'll be talking about the power of visualization and manifesting your goals and dreams. So another step, being conscious of who we are, what our values are, what our strengths are, our vision in life, our envisaged future, the mission to get you to that vision, and having the steps, small steps at once, 3 maybe a day, 1 a day, the most important, prioritize them, and having the steps to get towards your goals, okay, goal setting. We are going to talk about discussing now the way you can help by your thinking, your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs, your confidence, and so much more. We're going to do, I love this subject. I get excited about it, excuse me. Discussing the science and techniques behind visualization and how it can be used to achieve your personal and professional goals. We're going to include exercises and real-life successes. Don't forget that you can connect with me by booking a one-on-one call using the link in the description to talk about procrastination struggles and how to get started and set on the right course to change things around. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next week when hopefully I will get this live connection organized and on spec and have growth from what I've learned today. Thank you for your patience and being here on this presentation. And I wish you, as I said, a very positive weekend and beginning of next week until Thursday. I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much. Ciao for now. Have fun too. Enjoy.